Previously on Amassers Bitcoin price targets at the top of the week.
Um, what am I doing right now? Well, if I could get another shot down here, I might pinch a little more and build me more of a position. This is Bitcoin on an hourly chart. Uh, we pop up here again. These guys decide to go ahead and shake out some of the guys who went short. If they have to go up to here, then they will go up to here. Hi guys, once again, this is Alfred from Amassers.com. I'm back with a little Bitcoin technical analysis video. I want to kind of wrap up what went on this week and what went on this month. As you can hear from the prior video, I was talking about the possibilities of the market maker dragging the market back up. It has more to do with uh, just the fact that it's the end of the month. Okay, I just want to point out when my dad was alive, he used to always say to me, "You pay for what you don't know." If you guys can be a little patient and watch this video to the very end, also it wouldn't hurt if you decided to leave a like and subscribe. You're going to find yourself incurring less of a cost to participate in the market, and most likely you're going to find yourself enjoying more of a profit from participating in the market. So, with that said, let's just dive right in. If you're new to this channel or you're not following me on at Trader Alfred on X, formerly Twitter, really, you need to question your life decisions if you're not following me. No, seriously. Um, there's always these numbers here, and right here you can see that this chart that I'm working on, it has monthly stats. Okay, that's clear. This is the support numbers. This is the resistance number. This is the average swing up. Now remember, we're talking in the context of the month, and this is the average swing down. And again, remember, we're talking in the context of the month. That's there for in case I forget to somehow mention the numbers during the video. A little under the weather, but I just wanted to get this out there. Okay, um, I talked about the market going back up, and what happened? This is where I left off in the video. This is what happened. We started pushing right up. Just like I quoted, the market maker can take the market anywhere he wants to, or she wants to, anywhere that's necessary for them to capitalize on it, and that's what they done. And after they got rid of all the shorts, at the very end, see this line I've got right here? That line's at 3 o'clock. That's when the CME contracts, the options were over. And immediately, as we were approaching that, someone pulled the market back down. You'd say it over here, oh, okay, I think it's going up. I see, I'm going to go long. Well, then they turn around. Just when you think you've got all the answers, they change the question. To quote the late great philosopher Rowdy Piper. Okay, so what on earth does this have to do with DeepSeek? This is end of the month volatility in order to elicit the response that they wanted from people who are not as in the know as you now are. Now, let's talk about what's going forward. What's on my mind now, because I like to kind of try and focus and get a little bit ahead of the market. So, as best I can. I talked about most likely we were seeing a low on the month, and I showed this before. This is statistically why I was saying that, because we had just had a really aggressive move to the downside, and so I was thinking it would probably be the low for the week because this heat map is saying on that particular day that's more likely of it being a low for the week. The price was low, so it was most likely a low. But we are most likely to hit highs or lows on Monday UTC time. What are we most likely to do here? Which this is Friday night as I'm recording this where I live, and this is going to be UTC Saturday. Not very much volatility, probably because there are very few instances of us hitting a weekly high or low there. So that's another little statistical arbitrage. That's how I use it. Just looking at this data over here, and based on the data that I've got to think it out and say, well, what am I seeing here? Because a lot of understanding market manipulation is just really understanding what you're really seeing. Then you can't fall prey to manipulation so often. I mean, they'll get everybody. Eventually, they get me. I'm not excluded. It just happens less. Do I still sometimes make impulsive trades? Yeah, it just happens a lot less. After 20 years, some of it is once you get spanked enough, you'll stop doing that. Some of it is just a learned practice of, no, I don't want to do that. you know, so uh, no worries, irregardless whether you uh, got caught and sold or you got caught in hype and you bought. No worries. That's why I look at the charts, because men lie, women lie, but numbers don't lie. So I'm not looking for much volatility on tonight, later tonight, or up until 6 Central Time tomorrow. I'm not looking for a lot of volatility. Going forward, I'm thinking that the market is going to reset. We're coming into a new month. And the first thing we're going to have to actually help us to start looking at this new month is going to be non-farm payroll, which always happens on the first Friday, or in general, it happens on the first Friday of every month. This report does have an effect on crypto. It's not an island onto itself. After that, we'll probably be looking at CPI, and we'll see where we go from there. You will become a more profitable trader once you can separate the wheat from the chaff, and you can actually spot market manipulation using some of the things I just talked about. Everyone's agreeing? Okay. All at the same time. That's a rarity. Um, Unusual market volatility, and then all of a sudden it dries up the next day. Uh, that means it worked. Everyone started overreacting based on this data. Uh, that's not the way professionals trade. That's pretty much it, guys. That's all I had. Really not a lot happened this week. We talked about DeepSeek early in the week. We talked about the possibility of the market just reversing after that dip, and they did. And we talked about the action going into the close of the options, and that being really what was moving the market, the fact that we were at the end of the month, and that is what we saw on this chart pretty clearly just now. Um, there's leading into the expiry, and they push down. Once everybody's convinced and they're ready to go along, they get stuck up here, and then the market maker pushes it down. There's that line denoting when options expired on Bitcoin. So that's my Bitcoin technical analysis for today, and wrapping up this week. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Once again, this is Alfred for Amassers.com. If we've helped you, please help us by sharing this content with others. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Check you guys on the next video next week. See you when I see you. Peace.